Welcome, Pisces. Welcome to your end of September 2021 love reading. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to pull your cards now. Thanks for joining me. Please don't forget to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos for the most accurate reading. A lot of times I'll take the ones that turned over. A lot of times those, your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos act as puzzle pieces that seem to kind of fit together. Thanks for bearing with me on the shuffle or the card pulling. I've already shuffled. I'm just pulling your cards now. I may start doing a little bit of the card pulling in advance. These cards are wanting to jump right out of here today. Got some nice cards coming out. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, anything you're doing to help me grow my channel. I appreciate you so much. I truly do. Please keep doing it. The more people I can reach, the better. That's why I'm here. Beautiful cards. Pisces, you've got a beautiful reading started here. The bottom of the deck here for the first deck I used here was Epiphany. So you've come to a revelation about something, a realization, enlightening type moment where you've been shown something, you've seen the light about something. And that's one of the overall energy cards. And the other is naivete. And it is, being naive, not being experienced in something, a lack of knowledge or wisdom in something. And so those overall energies are beautiful together because it's telling us that where you were once naive, you are now becoming enlightened about a situation. And we're going to start your reading here with the fact that you have turned your back on something. You've turned your back on someone who is pretending to be something that they're not. This person is not a genuine person. They're not who they are portraying themselves to be. You've turned your back on them, and while in doing so, you're trying to begin the healing process. This person had you in a state of unclear thinking, kind of a scrambled is the word that comes to mind. Your mind was kind of scrambled. It was like you didn't know the front from the back or left from right in this situation. This person just, it's kind of took you in. You were like in a tailspin, like in a whirlwind, like in a state of confusion that you've never experienced at any other point in your life. And this person is still keeping their eye on you. They're not watching you outwardly, like being forthright about it. They're doing it in a sneaky way. And when I say sneaky way, it's a deceptive way, like creating, false online profiles that they can stalk you with and maybe text you as I don't know, a spam text or someone trying to communicate with you about a certain thing that is not them, you know. They're just being deceptive. Instead of just contacting you and trying to have a conversation with you, they're being deceitful about it, which is, you know, it's just really immature, you know. It's really immature energy. What I am like, my heart is just feeling so full of joy when I took my eyes from these two columns of cards over to this last column. You got Grace. This is the most amazing card in the deck, other than the last card in this Divine Grace deck. Excuse me. Because this is being in a state of grace, being in a state of when your Creator says, okay, look, come here to me. And they hold you in their hands, and they have given you all their protection, and they're going to hold you there and heal you and enlighten you and give you everything you need to move forward from this situation that you were in. I mean, it's just an amazing energy that it just feels like a breath of fresh air going through your body. And the new day and endless possibilities. I mean, these cards are gorgeous, and they're giving you the message here that whatever you went through with this person who was deceptive and, you know, they lied to you, they pretended to be someone they weren't. And that could mean, you know, they could pretended that they had a lake house and didn't. You know, I mean, it could have been something that minute. But I feel more like they don't match their profile. Like if you met them on a dating site or a speed dating event, or even just getting to know them online through a friend of a friend or something like that. It was like they always portrayed themselves in a completely different light than they actually were. Do you see the difference? You see the light in these cards here, these two cards, and then you see how dark this card is. This is the poser card. This person is not being true to who they are, and they're still not doing that with you. They're still not being true to who they are with you. They're being someone they're not. I mean, if they can't contact you and say, look, I would really like to talk to you and work things out, or at least apologize for what I've done. Instead, they're pretending to be someone else to get your reaction to something that they're gonna, once they do get you to communicate with them while they're pretending to be someone else, they're gonna try to get your reaction to some things, because they get their jollies off that. That's the clearest way to put it. They really do. And that is very disturbing. So that kind of gives me a lot of insight as well into why the Grace card came up in a situation here where I'm not seeing physical or sexual abuse or any kind of big trauma. You know, it's just normal yuck that comes with a crappy relationship that you get out of, and that's what I'm seeing here. But you've got the Grace card, the actual Divine Grace card in this reading. So it tells me that even though you didn't go through such trauma, you know, it was bad enough for you to experience, because you're not the type of person who gets involved with someone who's sketchy or not a good person, and I just feel like you fell for this person, and it just really surprised you that you when you found out that they weren't who they said they were. I mean, it really took you for a loop, threw you for a loop. But you're you're being shown here that tomorrow's a new day. There's a new beginning ready for you. There are endless possibilities, and it's all yours because you're being healed and enlightened and protected by your creator, your divine creator, and it doesn't get any more beautiful than that. This is quite possibly the most beautiful 3 cards that could line up here for anyone. And Pisces, they're here for you. Let me pull a true love card and see what we get here for you, Pisces. Okay, you got love is not easily angered. So this person did get a little angry with you. They were showing they started showing their inability to you. They started showing you their inability to control their emotions, especially their negative emotions. Man, you didn't waste any time turning your back and getting out of there, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, you don't take that kind of treatment from anyone. If someone is easily angered and they lash out at you and you're not in a romantic relationship with them, you may deal with them in a different way so that you can either keep your job. I know that sounds horrible, but everybody's done something like that, trying to keep the peace with a family member that gets angry and goes off the radar with their anger and blows a rod. But when you're in a relationship, a romantic relationship with someone who you are considering a possible life partner, you don't want to be feeling insecure about how they're going to react to something that happens or something you say or something someone else says or does. So that card is telling you that you did the right thing by turning your back and walking away, because that person's going to get worse. That's just the tip of the iceberg there. That behavior is going to escalate into some pretty troubling, even more troubling actions on the part of that person. Now your cards are, your words of wisdom cards that came out of the deck are solitude and begin. The bottom of this deck is connect with someone you trust. Hopefully you can see that. And what this is telling us here, Pisces, to end your reading, is you need to take some time and allow this state of grace to really take hold of you and penetrate your soul and your heart and your mind, because this is a gift to you from God. You're being healed and delivered from all of this bad energy that this person was dishing out when you were with them. And you're being enlightened and you're being shown the light about this type of situation. I'm sorry, when my throat closes up like that, and it only does that in certain readings, it just kind of feels like someone tried to muffle your voice. What's at the bottom of, oh my goodness. The bottom of the True Love deck was, love does not muffle your voice. Do you see that? So what's happening here is this person was trying to keep you from communicating your issues with them, your problem that you, not your issues personally, your issue with this person. This person was trying to keep you from voicing your discontentment in this relationship. They didn't want you to talk to someone else about it or even bring it up to them. They just wanted you to let it go, pretend like nothing's wrong, be in denial so they could continue to progress in their plan to, sounds crazy, but dominate you. This person was going to continue to try to get their claws into you in many ways, in many different directions, and they were just going to swallow you up. And their goal was to confine you, put you in solitude so that you don't have any outside influence. You don't have anyone saying, what's going on there? Or, you know, whenever they confine someone, when someone confines you or puts you in a state of solitude or confinement, they can try to brainwash you. Now this, you've probably read about this in narcissistic abuse articles and things like that. And that came to mind when I saw this card, but the actual feeling here I have is the actual meaning of this card for you is you need to spend time in solitude. You need to focus your thoughts, focus your emotional path so that you can really heal from whatever happened here, because you're being guided to do so. You're being guided to go into solitude, spend time with yourself, listen to what you're being told about all this stuff that you just went through. You're being shown how to keep this from happening. Your creator, God, is wanting you to prevent this in the future. Your creator is wanting you to not go back through this same lesson again. So listen, learn, allow yourself to be healed and protected, and then you will begin again, and your possibilities are endless, because tomorrow the sun will come up. It will be a new day, a new dawn, a new way, a new life, a new chance, a new lease on life. This is an amazing reading, Pisces. I hope you take it to heart and claim it, because the odds of these three cards, the Divine Grace, New Day, and Endless Possibilities coming out are pretty slim. And this is special. I hope you see that. Thank you for joining me, my beloved Pisces. And I do hope this has given you some sort of insight into your situation. Please like, subscribe, comment. The comments, don't ever underestimate the power of a good comment. Others can heal from those, and the comments sometimes help others walk the walk that they're trying to walk as well. So it's healing for all. It's healing for everyone. So comments are important. Take care, Pisces, and I will be back again with another reading soon. Thank you for joining me.